Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I have another layout and it's using again the Neverland Studio Calico March kit with the Tink add-on, and I'm just showing you some of the stuff that I might be using. A lot of it is from the kit, but I had pulled out a lot of my own stuff, and I also pulled out a Christy Tomlinson stamp and a Crafter's Workshop, and it's a heart template. And the papers I'm going to use today is that paper is from Tim and Beck, Crate Paper and DIY. And the DIY is also from Crate Paper. DIY is the collection, I guess. And the star ones is Party Day. And this is a picture of one of my friends that wasn't on the trip, but she knew that there was a huge M&M store in New York and wanted us to go, and there was a specific cup that she was looking for. And so we found the M&M store and we went in, and we were so glad because it was just for a candy store, but it was still a lot of fun, and the store was packed. And then we found this Statue of Liberty, and it was an M&M. So the title of this page is going to be Lady M&M, because the Statue of Liberty is also known as Lady Liberty. So I thought I'd just play on the words here a little bit. And that pattern paper reminded me of the crown on her head. So I'm just going to cut off the bottom, and I'm going to put the picture right smack in the middle. So, and at first I don't know if I want to use it as a whole 12 by 12 or if I want to use it cutting it up. I'm going to try it to see if I want to use the whole 12 inch, or if I'm going to cut it down. I decide to cut it down because I want to put some layers. And I'm going to cut a strip of that green paper. Again, I'm trying to conserve my papers, so I'm going to, cut down whatever is not seen so I can have a piece on either side. And I don't know if I changed. I know I didn't zoom in because you can do it with this camera, but I don't have a remote, so I'd have to physically do it, and I know I didn't do that. So I don't know if it's just the angle. I'm going to have to play with the angle of the camera. But I'm still waiting for my new tripod, so I'm hoping that'll come soon. So this is where, I cut the paper in half because it wasn't sticking out enough. And for a minute, I thought about, cutting another strip of paper. And I was like, no, that's just wasting the paper. So I'm just going to cut it in half and work with it that way. And I chose 2 inks to go with this layout. And they're both from Jenny Bolin. And one is, I have them right here, Stick Candy. I don't want to move my headset too much because it usually stops the recording. And the other one is called Seed Packet. And the Seed Packet is the deeper green. And I'm not going to worry about coloring in the hearts perfectly, because I found if I just kind of did it quickly and stuff, it gave it like that ombre effect, and I really love that. So I'm just going to do it quickly. I just wished I would have went, and this is me being OCD, but about an inch more in. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. I just wish that the round today is amazing die cut, that the hearts would have been under that. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. I still like it. And now I'm going to ink up that chevron stamp that is from Christy Tomlinson. And I'm just going to make a border with it. And I tried it out with the Seed Packet and then with the other one, which is Stick Candy. And I liked the lighter one better, because it did give because there is 2 tones of green on the page. So it kind of mimic that. So I'm going to put one. And I did it on a vanilla cardstock first to see if I would like it, and kind of placed it where I wanted it to be. So I'm going to stamp it right above the hearts. And then on the other side, I'm going to stamp it right below the hearts. So it's going to be like a border on either side of the hearts. So I'm just trying to figure out how much of the stamp I should ink up, and then I realized that I need to ink up the whole thing. And even though I stamped over the heart, because the ink was lighter than the one I did before, it actually looked like I used a mask. It looks like it's behind the heart, so that's kind of neat. It wasn't on purpose, it just kind of happened, so I really like that. So now I'm going to start looking for some die cuts, and this is where I decide on the Today is Amazing, and that's where I wish the hearts were continuing underneath it, but it's okay. I'll live. And then I found a little star, and I'm going to put it to the top right. And it might take a few layouts before you see that my camera's fixed, because I'm actually a couple of layouts ahead of this. I'm only uploading one video a day, and today is June 4th, but I'm actually only going to upload this tomorrow, June 5th. And I already have 2 other layouts that are waiting to do the voiceover. So that means that it's going to be like 4 layouts from now before you see you notice a difference in where the camera might be located. So I found this tape. It's something that I had bought. I believe it was Simon Says. It was just different ribbons, and it's a chevron, and it's the green matches or coordinates with the paper perfectly. So I'm going to put it above the chevron on one side and below the chevron stamp on the other. And you really can't see the left side of the page there. Hopefully I move it over a little bit. And I'm going through the die cuts, and the die cuts is digital prints that I get from Staples, or I get from Studio Calico, and I get them printed at Staples, and then I cut them out at the beginning of the month. And the tags, I put non-permanent adhesive, and not the tags, but there's some tags and some circles, and I put them on a tag with non-permanent adhesive, and then the rest of the embellishments, whether they're 3x4, I just put them together with a clip. So I have these, and I believe those came in the kit. They were from Basic Gray, the enamel dots. So I got those out. And now I'm going to work on my title. And I used the green thickers that we got in last month's kit. This month, all we got was 2 little, and don't forget, for March, I was only able to get 1 add-on, so I didn't get a lot of the add-ons. But all I got was 2 small alphabet, and I can't do titles with just small alpha. Blah, what is wrong with me today? Too many shifts in a row. Alphas, but I do keep the stuff that from last month. So these 2 alphas are from last month, and they're both thickers. So it's going to say Lady M&M, and I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put it. And I'm just going to warn you, if you're new to my YouTube channel, I don't edit and take out the bloopers. I just live with them. I mean, that's me. I'm just sometimes with my job, we do a lot of talking, and by the end of the day, we're just like blah, blah, blah. So it kind of, I think, flows into home. And a lot of this I tape after a shift, so the brain is on sleep mode, I think, and the tongue isn't working anymore. So I do apologize, but I don't have time to do too much editing. So now I'm going to start gluing everything down. And feel free to laugh at me. I'm okay with that. I can laugh at myself. Lady M&M. So I'm going to glue that down, and then I'm going to start gluing down my embellishments. and I use my quick dry adhesive. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to say that this is layout 39 of 50 for the Facebook challenge. And I'm going to put the link down below. And then it is layout 13 for my March kit. And my goal, this is June 4th, and my goal was to have the 20 pages done before June 10th. So I have 7 days left. And I have, well, it looks like I have 7 layouts left, but I don't really have 7 layouts left to do because I'm only uploading one a day. So if I keep to this pace, I should be done my March kit by June 10th. So yay! It'll make me that much closer to being able to catch up to my Studio Calico kits. And this layout took me 55 minutes. So I finished gluing down all my embellishments, and then I decided on putting those green enamel dots, and green is my favorite color. So I really love the colors on this layout. There wasn't, in the last few months, there hasn't been a lot of green in the kits. So I was really happy that there was a couple of green sheets in this month's kit so that I could do a green page. And I love teal too, so the last few months there's been a lot of teal. I don't know if you can hear the cats in the background, but they're having a playful, so you might hear them running back and forth there because they keep running into my room. And then I decide to use some of my green twine, and I'm just going to ball it up and almost do like a little lasso thing. And I'm going to put it at every embellishment cluster, and it's just to give it dimension. I didn't know what else to do. I didn't really want to do a loop-de-loop like I usually do, so I just kind of took this from Chamel Lane and went with it, and I'm going to just glue those to each embellishment. And it's just to add some texture. The page was pretty flat, and I did add, you know, a few wood veneer stars because, you know, she sort of was the star of the M&M store. Everybody was gathered around and taking pictures in front of her. So then I took out a Mr. Huey Mist and one Glimmer Glaze, I believe. And I used it around my page. And again, I add, oh, and I did use also a Heidi Swap glaze, or what are they called? What does she call hers? Color Shine. And I used the green one that I have. And I start saying, again, I upload still pictures at, and again, I apologize that half the page is off the screen there, but you'll see some still pictures. And I upload my still pictures at 2Ps and Studio Calico. And my username is Nicole Jones 911 here on YouTube, and also at 2Ps. And did I say Simon Says? I meant to say, if I said Simon Says, it's not Simon Says, it is at Studio Calico. So you can see close-up pictures at those websites in the galleries. So that's it. The page is complete. So thanks for watching. Bye.